Hey guys, we're here for another episode of the Daniel and Daniel Show.
I'm excited about this one, Daniel.
Me too. Today we're going to be talking about social media, which is a huge thing for both of us. We're going to be talking about what you share on social media, talking about the type of content that you need, when to post, who your audience is, all the different platforms. So Daniel, why don't you start by talking about To You by Daniel's social media?
I love social media. This is the era we are in, folks. Social media, it's all around us. We're always pulling out our phones. There goes my suspender strap. We're all about content, and content is one of the greatest things. Every day, I like to think of content as currency. Content is the new currency. So we have, our Instagram, we have our Twitter. Hey guys, we're on Periscope. We're all about social media. With T by Daniel, how we interact with our customers and with our fan base, as I like to call them, is a little different than most companies probably would.
Right.
Instead of, so we sell tea, but instead of just giving tea facts,
right.
So today we're gonna talk about green tea, tomorrow's black tea. We like to kind of focus on the actual social aspect. What are things that you would sit down with a friend and talk about? It's usually who made you laugh. That show last night, that
right.
new music video, Justin Bieber's new dance moves or whatever. And we really focus on that kind of content when it comes to our social media,
right.
Because we are entertainers. Once you're entertained, then you could look at our products and our services that we offer.
Exactly.
One of the greatest ways I like to explain it is, in our business especially, there's a movie. We are the movie. Our products and our services are the popcorn and the soda. Nobody comes to the movie theater for the popcorn and the soda.
Right.
They come to watch the show. Once they come and watch the show, we are hoping that they will be so entertained that they want to accommodate themselves with our products and our services.
Yeah.
Social media is king. We're all about it.
And exactly, and I love that philosophy. And just to build on that, especially for first-time entrepreneurs, people who are starting a project, even if it's a nonprofit, anything that you're doing, an event, a fundraiser, whatever you're doing, people often forget that you're not just selling that thing or putting the link to buy tickets or putting the link to your online store. What you're doing is you're giving people a reason to follow you. No one is gonna follow you if you keep on saying, buy this tea, come to this event. They actually need some value, right? So it's about what value you're providing them with. And you mentioned entertainment is a big part of that. And also how your product fits into their lifestyle, right?
Exactly.
What are they doing with your product or before or after they're using your product, right? So that's a big thing. So kind of curating things around not just your brand, right?
Yeah.
So things that are happening, events that are happening that are very local, things that are happening outside of your community that you want to bring into your community, right? You want to reference other things that are going on, things from the entertainment world, different artists and music videos and stuff that are relevant. You want to refer to pop culture, you want to refer to the news, and it's not only news that you create yourself, because at the end of the day,
what's going on?
Yeah, people don't want to hear you talking about yourself all day, right? A good rule that I like to use is have about a third of the content or less should actually be sales driven. And you can attest this by looking at any of our social medias, right? We're not posting, if you look on Tia by Daniel's Instagram, there are, very, very few graphics that say, this new tea, come buy it, here's a new sale, very, very few, right? Yeah. It's about the people behind it. It's about the location, it's about what's happening in Brampton, and it's not so much about these products. As a result, people are gonna be familiar with you, they're gonna be following you, they're gonna be entertained when they want something that they know.
That's the key,
right?
That's the key, when they want it. Now, we're aware that there's something that's keeping our customers up every night. What is making our customers not turn off the light? Is it do they need something to do with their health? Is it something to do with their home? So that's where our products and our services fit in. But when we distribute that to them in content, we don't want to disturb our customers.
Right.
And that's what traditional commercials used to do. With social media, you want to be building fans and not customers.
Yes, exactly.
You want your fans, just like your favorite TV show that you turn to turn to you, get content which is happening in the industry, in the world, to get your perspective on it.
Yes.
Build that trust,
yes.
And when they want something that you offer, then they come to you.
Right, and how do they think of you? Well, one of the ways to remind people that you exist, for example, is actually engaging in conversation with them.
Right.
So obviously, if they're going to post something about your business, you better be on there thanking them or sharing that or retweeting that. And that curated content is better than you possibly saying, come buy my products, because it's a third party, it's a customer saying, come check out these products,
which is
right?
the best recommendation.
So much better than you advertising for yourself, obviously, right? And it's better than putting a paid ad out there because it's endorsed by someone. Another type of content is sharing other people's experiences they've had. So if they're not sharing them, feel free to go around documenting your customer stories, right? In the business that I run with creative services, our customers, it's a very behind the scenes type process, right? They're not physically in our store taking pictures with our cups, right? So we actually we do some interviews where we actually interview, we want to learn about the client business, we want to learn about where they're going, their startup story, and that's stuff that we're going to share on our social media.
But I do have one question that I wanted to ask you though, Daniel.
Sure.
Now, in the world of social media, there are so many terminologies, so many different platforms. It could be overwhelming.
Yes.
So what would you say is like your top 3, top 5 kind of thing, so that we can kind of narrow it down for our viewers?
Absolutely. I think for starters, do what you know, do what you're comfortable with.
Okay.
So if you're the kind of person that loves taking pictures and you have a visual business, you have a lot of products, you have food, you have something that you can really share, totally get on something like Instagram and Snapchat. What you're not going to want to do is try to publish content to 5 to 10 different social networks if you're a one-person show or you don't have a staff member to help you out with it. It's too much, because what's going to happen is you're going to be very inconsistent,
right,
or you're going to end up spending way too much time on social media and not enough on actually building the business. So I totally start with 1 or 2. Twitter and Facebook are great. The reason I say Twitter is because you can actually post pictures and videos onto Twitter as well.
Right.
And if you have an Instagram account, it could tweet out the links to your pictures. And with Facebook, it's great because you can use your existing friends network and you can do Facebook ads and promoted posts to reach people that you don't already know. So Twitter is great as a public option, kind of like a news source. Facebook is great for sharing things with people you care about and promoting those specials and sales that you do want to have. And then of course, the visual stuff like Instagram, people love it. They don't have to do a lot of reading. They can just see what you're up to.
Just right in front of them there.
Yes.
And there are different metrics. So I
Right.
mean, you get 15 seconds on Instagram to wow me and to grab my attention.
Exactly.
Isn't it? It's less on...
Even less on Snapchat, it's 10 seconds.
And on Vine, it's 6 seconds. So
Yes.
get busy, make that creative content, and we are all watching.
Yes, and you can subscribe to our channel, obviously, on YouTube. But if you'd like, you can follow us on Twitter @DanielShowCo, and follow the hashtag BizWithDans on Twitter and on Instagram. Thanks a lot, guys.
Talk to you later.
I'm Daniel.
And I'm Daniel.
We want you guys to join us at danielshow.co
For business tips, entrepreneurship advice, we're going to make things simple for you. We're going to break it down.
to watch our videos, and don't forget to subscribe. We want you guys to join us